Well, it didn't take long after that 49er Giant game. Pastor had a select group over at his ministry watching on the dinky set, huh? Just the way, if you can't have some pork and beans in your house, I sure as hell can't have 60 inches, which I would like in the rectory. I think it'd be a nice donation. But anyway, the the calls that started coming in, I had some people come by hysterical. One guy just scratched up his wife, just tore into him while he was passed out from the exertion of the cocktails and the pregame, and the whole thing was just too much for so many of Pastor's people, and it was all because of one young man that just played for himself. Now, most people are going, hey, he just made some physical errors, this and that. That's not it. Pastor could sense. And let's face it, you don't get the calling just because you want to get on easy street, huh? And you want to help. No, you get the calling because you're gifted. And I'm gifted enough to see that right through the lens on that television set that this guy was all about himself. His old man's an executive with the Chicago White Sox, the general manager. This kid's a baseball mentality guy. He's a punk, and he's just all he wanted to be. Gee, look at my kid. Not only is he, do we have baseball covered? Look, he's the MVP in the. He fumbles twice and muffs fumbles 3 times. That's hard to. And then a lot of stupid fair catches. Anyway, people calling. He gets death threats. Not from any of Pastor's people, but death threats on Twitter. I don't really get what that means. I've never seen a tweet. Pastor wets, but he doesn't tweet. So whatever. But I mean, you move that up to attempts, then you got something to be concerned about. I'm not advocating anything like that. After all, this isn't South America. They treated that they finalized their thoughts with that soccer player that blew the game. Not as much as this kid did. But whatever that guy did, I forget. But he's on the disco on the dance floor, and they popped him right there. So I'm not advocating that by any stretch. I just want the kid to go away. I want the kid to just leave the entire area and never return. Because it's treason. It's Julius Rosenberg all over again. It's just terrible what this kid did. And the media and the simple-minded people that, don't blame him. We didn't get a first down for 3. The score was tied, and then we got the best kicker and the wind in our back. And all these the little filth has to do is hang on to the ball, and then we see what happens. But the score was tied. It's overtime, huh? And then and there we go. So it's classic. It's a classic betrayal, and as time goes on, the thing will be watered down, and it was a muff, but it's way more than a muff. It's somebody who got outside his element and tried to do something that he was coached and paid to not do, and that's the lesson we have to learn here. You do your job, and if you don't know how to pull somebody out of the river, you don't jump in the river. You can't swim, you don't jump in the river and muck everything up. And if you don't have the asbestos on, you don't jump into and pull them out of the flaming car if it's engulfed. You just have to play within yourself. And so I'm all about heroes, but heroes are people that do things they're capable of. This guy tried to do more. And for his own self-glory. That's his personal glory, him and his own man. That's the scene. And that's what's so wrong. Pastor, how can you be so bitter when you're a man of the cloth and so spiritual? Easy.